Alright, guys, welcome back. And today we're going to see the quarterfinal predictions and my thought on the predictions I made for the round of 16. Now, the round of 16 had few surprising results. The matches turned out way differently than what I thought it would. So let's go over them one by one. Firstly, Canada versus Morocco, a 3-0 Morocco win, and I did expect Morocco to win. But Canada set themselves up so well for this match, and big props to their manager for that. They really wanted to win, even when they're 2-0 they went, they risked, and they wanted to make a comeback, and they conceded another goal then for that. But it's a World Cup round of 16, that's what you're supposed to do. And I did not expect Canada to come out and play so well, especially during the first half. The ball was only with them. But I did expect Morocco to go through, and you could see the quality of Morocco. Paraguay versus France. This is another close match. Paraguay, with that South American mentality, came with everything they got. Intensity. They were distracting Mbappe, but Mbappe's reaction was the best, laughing it off. But France did struggle, and they did need a penalty to score, and they took a 1-0 win for Paraguay. Brazil versus Norway, I expected Brazil to win, and I did expect Norway to play well. But come on, I did not expect Brazil to lose, and they shouldn't have either. The penalty miss, the one-on-one, Hendrik was subbed on for that, and he misses that. But Norway took their chances really well, and I'm really glad they did. It's beautiful to see Norway in the quarterfinals now. Mexico versus England, and I did think Mexico were going to win this. And boy, what a match in that stadium with that atmosphere! One of the best matches of the tournament. And I will be making a video of what are the top three best matches in this tournament. And this definitely is a contender for the number one spot. And I did expect Mexico to win, but England just had too much quality and they defended really well once they got the lead. And so England won this match. Portugal versus Spain, come on, I knew Spain were better, but I had to say Portugal for Ronaldo. I know I'm wearing this jersey, but man, I wanted Portugal to go through. I wanted Ronaldo to go through. But Spain just had that little bit more quality in the final, and Portugal did not play like how they're supposed to be playing. With the top midfielders, they're doing back passes, and it was so disappointing to see. It wasn't even angry, it was so disappointing. USA versus Belgium, and this one was one of the team which started out the tournament so well was another team which didn't start out the tournament so well. USA started out the tournament so well, but they could not play well against Belgium this match. The Belgium's manager took out KDB and Doku, and it worked. KDB was slowing their midfield, and they looked much better without them. And Doku would be threatening in their final stages against tight legs. So it did work out for them, but I did expect USA to win from the way they were playing all this tournament. Argentina versus Egypt, and oh, I thought Argentina had an easy victory over here, but no, Egypt came out, and that's why I thought Argentina would have an easy victory because Egypt couldn't park the bus, they'd come out and play. But no, I was wrong. Egypt scored two goals like that. They scored three goals, but one was disallowed. And that was a harsh decision because it was a small foul. And 20 seconds later, they scored. The foul was made in the own half, and they scored 20 seconds later. Argentina had enough time for the defense to come back and settle. But the VAR intervened, and they said no goal. Do I agree with this? No. Do I think it was a foul? Yes. But I think VAR is there only for obvious and clear errors, and they should overturn that. This wasn't obvious, this wasn't clear, and it didn't have to go 20 seconds behind to overturn this. And so many times before we have seen fouls which happen, and they haven't even had a second look. But for Argentina, they're looking. And I do think there's some bias in this, and I don't think it's fair. But it is what it is, and Argentina did score three fair goals, and props to them, they won this match. Messi still has his magic going on, and boy, he was emotional too after the full timers. Switzerland versus Colombia, and Colombia should have won this. I expected Colombia to win, I predicted them to win, and they should have won. They missed that final chance. They lost because of themselves. Once it goes to penalties, you never know. Either team could win, and today it was Switzerland. Now let's go on to the quarterfinal predictions. And first is France versus Morocco. And this picture breaks me because I'm so sad to see Morocco have to face France so early in this tournament. Quarterfinals isn't that early. But come on, quarterfinals against France, that's not fair for Morocco. They're one of the best teams, and I'm telling you this with full confidence. If Morocco were on the other side, they could have gone on to the finals, and that would have been historic. Oh, here versus France, I really hope they win, and I do think they have a chance. They do have the quality, and I really wish they will win. But I think France have too much quality with Olise, Dembele, Mbappe. You just need one of them to click, and boom, it's over. So I do think France will win this, unfortunately. I mean, I love France. I love the team, how they play, how they move and attack. But who doesn't love an underdog story? And I do want Morocco to win this. But I think France are going to win. Spain versus Belgium. This is going to be an easy Spain win. I say easy, but Belgium is coming off a 4-1 victory and Spain from a 1-0 victory. And you may think it might get close, but I do think Spain have much more quality and they break down defense so well. They play like a team, like a club team which has been training for so long. They don't just cross in blindly and hope people finish. They break down defense. The number 9 drops, create space, and boy, they play so well. Norway versus England, and this I'm going for an upset. I want Norway to win, and I do think they can get it done. There's too much pressure on England, and they haven't been playing the best football. They do have players like Kane, like Saka, like Bellingham, who give them this victory, even Gordon. But no, I do not think they've been playing well as a team, and Norway has. And I do think Norway, with a little bit of Haaland magic, which we can expect after seeing his magic for so long in this tournament, and I do think he can get them a goal or two, and I do think Norway can win this match against England. And final match is Argentina versus Switzerland. This is going to be an easy win for Argentina, and I wanted to see Colombia versus Argentina. That would have been energetic, that would have been intense and a beautiful match. But I mean, you got to give them credits. If they're there for quarterfinals, they deserved it. No one can be in quarters without deserving it. And I do think Switzerland will give a little fight, but it's going to be easy for Argentina. So I think France are going to win, but I want Morocco to win, and I hope they do. Spain versus Belgium, I do think Spain are going to have an easy victory over here. Norway versus England, I know England are the favourites, but I'm going for an upset here. And my heart just tells me Norway need to win, and I think they can. So I'm going for a Norway win. Argentina versus Switzerland, I think Argentina are gonna win. With so much controversy in Argentina's match, there's so much people talking about what is happening. Is it a foul? I'll be making a video on that, and I do think it's a little biased, the refereeing towards Argentina. And I'll be showing few stats and backing them. But I do think they deserve the win yesterday because they scored 3 goals. I mean, I feel bad. I wanted Egypt to win. I'm not gonna lie. They played better. I mean, I think actually Egypt deserved to go through, but Argentina's 3 goals are fair, so you cannot say anything. So yeah, that's what it is. And thank you for watching. I'll be posting more shorts and videos. Keep the watch going on.